Okay, so here's an update. I'm going to press play so you can see
HTML file that looked roughly like the example that we had
complex,
on example.com.
bloody complex.
Now, I'm actually going to start with our HTML tag. So notice that my text editor here nicely predicts what I want to say, which is really, really handy. So I'm going to select HTML there and then end the tag. And what the text editor also does is creates an end tag for me, because it knows that whenever I need a starting tag, I also need an ending tag. So that's fantastic.
It gets worse. You see this bit here?
In between those two to give me a nice gap.
You've got to press enter.
Great. Notice I haven't put the doc type at the top there like we had on example.com. It's not strictly necessary, but feel free to add it in if you want to. It definitely won't do any harm. Now, can you remember the next section that comes in a HTML document? It is, of course, the head. Now, notice that I've indented the head there.
Yeah, you've got to
I've done that by pressing the tab button.
Shift
and that just allows everything to look a little bit nicer. And you can then see very quickly that anything that's been indented here is inside the head section. Doesn't look great now, maybe, but when we add a fair bit of code, it will become clear that indenting makes your code look a lot prettier and much, much easier to read. Then, do you remember the next section that we had? After the head comes the body. So let's enter our body tag, and then we get our closing body tag created automatically for us.
Oh, and now, right. Got you.
We've got the basic structure of our web
That's
page.
where I was struggling, because it came there.
Closing HTML, head, closing head.
So I must have to drag it down.
Body. Fantastic. What do you think that'll look like if we try and actually see it?
Oh, right.
I've saved it here, and now I'm going to refresh.
Yeah, refresh is a bit difficult because it says
it's actually
F5.
Completely empty because we don't have any content here. So, very quick challenge. Can you add some content which will then appear on this page? Go for it.
So,
I hope you added the content inside the...
Pause that. And go back to there. Now, as I say, I was on this bit here. And what he's just done was like come down to 14. Well, that was there. And I was like, what? I spent about 20 minutes trying to delete it just so it would be there, not realizing you bring it down. So this section, which I'm doing at the moment, which is creating a full web page, you're gonna have to like go over this section a couple of times so it's fluent. And he's starting on 13 there, which 13, I haven't even begun. Do you know what I mean? But you can see what I've done anyway. And how I've got this was shift and the arrow key next to the M. And that one, well, obviously it's up there. But yeah, it's a learning curve. And this is what I've been doing since just after 10 o'clock. Wow, it's 12:37. Oh dear, time has just flown by. But yeah, it was a bit of a stress. And it's got to be done. Anyway, thought I'd show you this of what I've done so far in doing this as a newbie.